I don't know about you, but of lately, the more I've been working on myself is the more I feel stuck in life. The more I feel like I'm not accomplishing anything, and I feel like I've reached a point where I've become very demotivated. I don't feel like I really want to chase that dream version of myself anymore, and most of the times I feel like I just want to lay in my bed. I have come to realize that there are a few self-care steps that I have been neglecting in doing. So in this video, I want to share these self-care tips with you that I have been slacking up on, so that you can go ahead also and find that courage to exit your unmotivated or feeling stuck era. So I must say that as someone who is actively working on myself, I do find it very challenging to stay motivated, mainly because most of the times I do feel like I am stuck. I do feel like I'm not making any progress, and it has taken me quite a while to really understand what was going on. Why was it a case where it doesn't matter how much work I was putting into becoming my best self, it does not matter how much work I was putting into progressing, it does not matter how much work I was putting in to limit my old habits and to start focusing on being more productive or just being that better version of me overall, it would not be fruitful. I would not feel like I am really making or seeing results of that big step. And it was after I just sat down and I started diving into God and I started asking Him, why is it that I'm not making progress? What are the things that I am doing wrong? Why is it that I am not seeing the growth as other persons are seeing in their lives, even though we are somewhat doing the same things? And so it took a while for me to really sit down and to understand myself. Is where I really realized that I needed to tap into my self-care more. Is where I really realized that I needed to focus on becoming a softer woman. I need to start taking better care of my mental health. I need to start being more grateful for the things that I now have, even though I'm desiring more. And so as I'm going through this season of my life where I'm allowing God to redirect my steps, in the sense where I want to now focus more on taking care of me, these are some of the things that He pointed out to me that I needed to fix in my life. And I know this is not just for me, as I'm not the only one that is still feeling stuck, even though it's almost the end of the year. And so I want to share these self-care tips with you as I go forth and start implementing them in this video. Yes, I'm actually making these changes in my life today as I'm filming this video, so that it can be of a motivation to you, and you can also implement them if it is that you are lacking in this area of your self-care, so that you can start seeing life differently. And so the first one that I want to dive into is to learn how to make journaling a part of my every single day life. Now, I know in many contents you guys may hear this over and over and over, and you're like, oh my god, this is such a cliche at this moment. Well, I must say that it is not a cliche. There's a reason why all these social media influencers that we look up to is journaling, and that is because it works. It is not just about putting pen to paper, it is about expressing your inner self. It is about ensuring that you are becoming that person, not just in your mind, but you writing it is your reality. And so that is something that God has been pouring into my life, where He has been saying to me, you need to learn how to journal. Not just journaling because you hear everybody say to journal, but journal because it is a sincere form of self-care. It is a form of self-care that allows you to express the side of you that you are also not even aware of. So me going forth and just ensuring that I am journaling, ensuring that I am pouring out my heart on paper, is me acknowledging that there are things inside of me that I need to express, I need to acknowledge, or I need to confront. I do understand that many of us may not like to write. We may not like the idea of putting pen to paper for whatever reason. A lot of us may not like the idea of even essay writing. So because of that, we find it really hard to journal. But I must say, if you want to really achieve that dream version of yourself, we have to go forth and start journaling. As I'm learning to make journaling a personal thing for me, I have come to realize that there are 3 different steps that we need to take each time that we are about to journal. And the first one is that we need to have the reflective stage. This is the very first thing that we are going to do once it is that we are starting our journaling. We need to look back at our lives and see the areas that we either need to improve on or the areas that we have grown in. This stage also allows us to know the things that we no longer want to be a part of our day-to-day lives, the habits that we need to get rid of, as well as the habits that we need to improve on. So allowing yourself to go through a reflective state once you are journaling will definitely give you that opportunity to be present and knowing how to move forward with this next stage, which is your gratitude stage. And what this gratitude stage does is that it opens a portal for you to welcome positive energy into your life. This is where the change will come. This is where you will start to feel as though you are accomplishing something, because you are not just focusing on the things that are not present in your life. And the final stage is the preparation stage. What is it that I'm preparing myself for? What is it that I'm looking forward to accomplishing? Who is it that I'm looking forward to becoming? The type of lifestyle that we hope to achieve, as well as a lifestyle that we no longer want to live. As we allow ourselves to prepare mentally as we journal for our future selves, then this will definitely aid our self-care process, as we will now be aware how to take care of ourselves because we have been journaling about this future version of us. So after we have finished journaling, I find that one of the major misconceptions that most of us also have once it concerns our self-care, where we are not seeing that growth that we are hoping to achieve, and that is because we are not being sincere in how we are doing it. We are not really tapping into those areas of our lives that we ourselves need to improve on. More so, we are going after what the social media trends are. Now for me, I found out one of the major reasons why I have been feeling stuck in my life, and that is one where I have not been disciplined enough, where I allocate one day out of the week where I do my self-care reset activities. I have just been going through every single day and allowing myself to just do what I feel like, instead of making that sincere decision to be disciplined in ensuring that every single Sunday I put myself together, I straighten out my week, I take care of myself, I clean my apartment, I set my clothes straight, I ensure that I have meals prepared for both myself and my children. And I find that this has been one of the major reasons why I have not been able to be productive in my day-to-day life. And yes, it took me journaling in order to figure this out. So this is why I say journaling is so important, especially in your reflective state, because it will highlight the areas of your life that you truly need to improve on. So as I'm learning now to develop all these different self-care habits for myself, I have since last week, if you guys watch my last video, you will see where I've started a self-care Sunday reset day. And that is one where I want to ensure that every single Sunday I start to pour into myself. Either I'm going to wake up really early in the morning, or I just take you guys throughout my day. Whatever the situation may be, I just want to ensure that I am doing my self-care activities on a Sunday so that this prepares me for my week. I know on a Sunday what is it that I'm going to be doing come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and this helps me to be more productive. This will help me to have a clearer perspective as to how I want my week to go, as well as the goals I hope to accomplish. In these Sunday reset routines, I also want to ensure that I do any skincare, any body care, any shower routine that I'm not able to do throughout the week. I just want to ensure that I pour into myself in this time. I just want to ensure that whatever part of my body that I need to take care of, including my hair, my nails, or I just need to straighten up my purse, whatever it is that I need to do, that on a Sunday, I am making that sincere effort to put in the work so that I can become that utter best version of me as I desire to improve my life. So yes, doing whatever it is that you need to do to take care of yourself has to be something personal, but at the end of the day, the decision is yours. You have to tap into your own life and figure out what will work for you. And for me, I know that my self-care is definitely one that I have to improve on. Now, self-care may not be the area that you're lacking. It can be your productivity. It can be so many other areas of your life that you need to improve on. But I know that self-care is one that we can never do too much of. And so I find that it is very much necessary for us to always be open to improve our self-care habits. And so with that, I just wanted to share these simple but very effective tips with you as to how you can go forth and use self-care in the form of journaling, and just ensuring that you have days when you rest and reset and just gather your thoughts as to how you want to move forward, so that you can start to really see that growth that you so desire. Change is not something that is easy. It takes a lot of effort, but I know if we just make it a part of our routine where we ensure that self-care becomes our priority, then of course eventually we will see those changes that we so desire. So this is where I want to leave you in this video. I do hope you guys were inspired And of course, I will see you in the next one. My name is Octavia. Bye bye now.
Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tights, you in love with being modest.